The news of Dragonlord Aurion's death sent ripples of excitement and trepidation through Valar's court. His grandson, young and untested, now sat upon the throne of Volantis, the crown jewel of the Old Valyrian Freehold. This was the opportunity Valarr had been waiting for, the perfect moment to press his advantage. His thoughts raced as he considered the implications of this new power vacuum. The path to the throne of Volantis had just become less treacherous, yet the shadows of the past loomed large. He knew that the old bloodlines of Valyria would not easily relinquish their hold on the city, yet the prophecy sang sweetly in his ears, promising him dominion over all Valyrian lands. The skies of Eastern Valyria grew crowded with the shadows of newborn dragons, their scales shimmering in the light of the rising sun. The Dragonlords and their kin looked upon these hatchlings with a mix of awe and greed, each one a symbol of power and tool for conquest. Valarr, now a seasoned ruler, knew that the birth of these dragons was a double-edged sword. While they bolstered his empire's might, they also sowed the seeds of envy and ambition among his bannermen and Dragonlords. Hello, fellow Dragonlords, lords and ladies, merchants, soldiers, commoners, and peasants. Welcome to a new tale about the ashes of Old Valyria, the remnants of Old Valyria itself that are part of an interregnum, or as commonly known as the Century of Blood. Our Dragonlord, Valarr Coheris, now not a young man that he used to be when he started the restoration of the Valyrian might in the Slaver's Bay, has conquered the Gogosos Archipelago, or as commonly known as the Basilisk Islands, south of Valyria, along the banks of the continent of Sotorios. Their stiff resistance was swiftly crushed by the dragon might, and now our Dragonlord turned his attention towards west, because his southern flank has been secured. Volantis, the stronghold of lords of old Valyrian bloodlines, now stand alone. The Dragonlord Aurion is dead. His son was murdered by one of his subjects, and now Maegor, a 5-year-old emperor, stands on the throne of New Valyria and the throne of Volantis. But not all is lost for them, because they still have dragons. Like the tale said, a lot of dragons have been hatched, not only in East Valyria, but also New Valyria. For example, Empress Dowager Daenerys has tamed Vessarion, one of the strongest dragons alive. And Vessarion also had some hatchlings like Ozalagon for Princess Veyra, Ragnon for Sienna, one of the wives of late Emperor Daenar, and Shrikos, the dragon of Prince Jacaerys. The most powerful dragon, obviously, is Vessarion, that can challenge our mighty dragon Valarrax, that is almost 200 years old. And who knows what lays ahead. Well, our beloved Emperor Valarr Coheris has waited 10 years to train his army, his dragons, and his dragon riders. While East Valyria has declared war on the Gogosos and was at war with it, and all of this, the new Valyria has experienced bad omens. After the death of Aurion, his son, Emperor Daenar, has inherited the throne from his father. But a civil war happened and the backstabbers got him. And now the Emperor Maegor is ruling New Valyria. But the real power is Empress Dowager Daenerys of New Valyria. She tamed Vessarion, and now she's the real power on New Valyria and behind her son. Meanwhile, in Westeros, a wildling invasion from the north has conquered the wall, and now is invading the north. The king in the north, King Benjen III, has married Queen Alora Durrandon and formed an alliance with the Durrandons. Hope this will fend off the wildling invasion of the north. The Trident has been reconquered by a Durrandon, King Adam IV, and the Riverrun is now independent. The Stormlands have been reconquered by the Durrandons from the Estermont, by the Durrandons of the Blackwater Estuary. Storm King Duran the 30, the Munificent, is now fending off a Dornish invasion and vassalization war of the Summerfield. The Rich, under King Garland the Eagle, has conquered Tumbleton and Bransford, and now the Bransford is a pivotal fort of the Rich that holds the trade of the Blackwater estuaries. The Lion of the Rock is now avenging some raids against the Iron Islands. But now we have to assemble the armies for war and declare war on Emperor Maegor. And now we will assemble the armies for war. Valarr called forth his most trusted generals and dragon riders to his war room. The great map of the known world unfurled before them. His eyes gleamed with the fire of 1,000 dragons as he pointed at the gleaming city of Volantis, "The time has come," he announced, his voice echoing in the chamber. "We march westward to claim what is rightfully ours." The room erupted in a cacophony of approval and strategic discussions. "We are marching to war." They decided to fight. Some of their vassals have joined us, actually. Just the House Maegir, because I think we are allied. Or yes, we have a non-aggression pact, an old one. And because of that, yes, Prince Fironos the Kind is my brother-in-law. So they decided to join our effort, but most of them are staying out of this war. And other vassals of House Varesis have their own problems. 43k people against my 35k people. So yeah, let's move the Dragonlord here to fend off this invasion of Valyria. And the Battle of Valyria is commencing. And we are winning it. Nice, we've captured the Mirman. Let's execute him. Behead him, don't care. Valerian, and we'll put, I think, Generis. Or Aurion, our son. Interesting. We also have a lot of bastard houses that have been formed, like House Drakkar, with basically a sea dragon or a snake, depends on how you see it, eating his own tail. And only member is Baesa Drakkar that has survived. Also, Valarr has Baelor Ward Skull, one of his bastard son. It's also Rhaegar Red Skull. And we also have two bastard children, Maelor Waters and Shaira Waters. But who knows, maybe they will make their own houses. Let's march towards Volantis by foot. And we will take the reinforcements. That are much needed. Maelis, nice. Einar, it's okay, Einar. The Tagaros are holding these lands here. A minor skirmish here. All these melee are joining us right now. The castle is impregnable. Depends who army of Aurion. Depends who is the commanders of this army. If Dena Tagaros named Rera. Okay. Let's move towards Volantis. Well, this army can stay there. The city of Volantis lay before them, its gleaming towers and storied walls a testament to the grandeur of Old Valyria. The armies of the Eastern Valyrian Empire had marched for months, leaving a trail of ash and submission in their wake. The people of Volantis watched from the battlements, a mix of hope and dread echoed upon their faces. The dragons circled overhead, their fiery breaths a stark reminder of the fate that awaited any who dared oppose Valarr Coheris. On the outskirts, the combined forces of the new emperor gathered, their banners fluttering in the wind. Valarr stood tall on Valorax, surveying the city he had longed to conquer. The air was electric with the anticipation, the scent of fear and determination thick in the air. The call to arms echoed through the streets, and the clank of steel and the thunder of hooves grew louder with each passing moment. The siege of Roin Manor right now.
Eyes front! Worry about them, nothing else!
Right now it's happening. We will release all the prisoners, clap Emperor Maegor in irons and leave the rest. During the siege of Old Volantis, the enemy Valyrian fleet led by Emperor Maegor's ship did battle with our fleet. Our forces prevailed in this great sea battle, sinking many enemy ships including the Emperor Maegor. Oh, interesting. So we won. Not much of bloodshed. Just a battle on the island of Valyria. They tried first to score a victory directly to our capital, but they couldn't do that. And more vassals have joined us, like you see here. And this is the end of rule for the Varese house in New Valyria. Let's enforce the demands. After seizing Empire of New Valyria, you have also captured the treasury of deposed King Maegor Varese. Real? Let's see. We got the Dragonbone scepter, the Dragonbone necklace, and that's it. Okay. Well, that's the treasury. Let's put these troops away. All hail His Magnificence, Valarr of the House Coheris, the first of his name, Emperor of the New Valyrian Freehold, Great Arahorn of the colonies of Old Valyria, Protector of the free cities and all the East, Master of the Roin and Lord of of Old Valyria and Illyria. All hail the Emperor. Let's put his troops here. And our Emperor now has took to the great palace of the Triarchs. The city of Volantis had fallen. The once proud walls now bore the crimson and gold of House Coheris. And the dragons ruled the skies once more. Valarr stood upon the steps of the great palace of the Triarchs, Valarr's shadow looming large beside him. His heart pounded with a thrill of victory, the cheers of his soldiers ringing in his ears. Vezov, Volantis, Nike Nadare, Jae Engon, Nuhalis, Vosmahen Emagon, Oction Uepa Valyria, Se Naejot, Magagon Lix Se Vilvus. People of Volantis, I came here not as a conqueror, but as a unifier of the cities of Old Valyria, and to bring peace and prosperity. Well, our beloved Emperor has conquered Old Volantis and declared that he wants to rule as a Valyrian Emperor and Dragonlord. He now go and crown himself one and rightful heir of Valyria, one that will stop external threats to destroy the daughters of Old Valyria and to bring back the heritage of the Valyrians. He will now crown himself as Emperor of New Valyria. And will enter the palace of the Triarchs and declare. The great halls of Triarch's palace echoed with the sound of Valar's footsteps as he ascended the marble stairs to the throne room. The air was suffused with the scent of incense and the murmurs of the highborn and mighty who had gathered to bear witness to his crowning. The ancient Valyrian artifacts that lined the walls whispered of the power that once was and now would be again. The room grew silent as he reached the top, Valarr's shadow stretching out before him like a living, breathing part of the prophecy come to life. The high priest of the Lord of Light and the storm singer of Volantis awaited him. In their hands held a crown of blackened gold and Valyrian steel, forged in the fires of the 14 fires themselves. Valarr felt the weight of history upon his shoulder as he knelt before them, the heat of the dragon's breath at his back a stark reminder of the power he now wielded. As the crown was lowered onto his head, the room erupted in a symphony of cheers and the clanging of steel. He rose, Emperor of New Valyria, his eyes meeting those of his bannermen and generals, each reflecting a mix of awe, fear, and ambition. Valarr knew that this was just the beginning of his epic tale, the first page of a saga that would be etched into the annals of history. Valar's voice, strong and resonant, filled the grand hall of the Triarch's palace. His eyes, the color of purple, scanned the faces of the assembly, each one a reflection of the power he now wielded. "I am Valarr Coheris," he announced, Emperor of the New Valyria, and I stand before you not just as a conqueror, but as a unifier. The old way shall be reborn, and the blood of the dragon shall flow through the veins of our people once more. The crowd, a mix of Volantin and Valyrian nobility, erupted into thunderous applause. The dragons outside the city walls let out a collective roar, the sound rumbling through the very bones of the ancient fortress. The echoes of the past mingled with the shouts of the present, creating a symphony of power and destiny. Valarr raised his arms, a gesture of peace and dominion, as the fiery light of the setting sun streamed through the arched windows, casting a divine glow upon him. The prophecy had been fulfilled, and the world trembled at the approach of the Dragonlord Emperor. As the speech ended, our beloved Emperor Valarr has declared that he does not want to kill off the Varese house. This is a Dragonblood and Dragon Rider house, an ancient house that has survived the doom and deserves better than this. And he decided that the house will be spared and give land. He will give land to House Varese in the Roin Vale. Basically, in the north of Volantis is the Roin, ruled by an ancestor of the Nymeria, Lady Corena, Nymerian. Like you see, she's the one that brought back the ancestry of the spirit of Prince of Garin, so she has a pretty good claim. She represents the remnants of the Roin. Of the Roin are people that basically stayed here, and after a while they claimed back some land. They weren't extinct. Well, Lord Maegor was given the Northfields and the Golden Bridge, and he will be granted the title of Kingdom of Rhoynar, and also transfer the vassalage of Lower Rhoyne and Lohorulu, or something like that. Okay. Well, with the lands that we got, we'll make Old Volantis the new capital, with the Royal Manor as basically the palace of the king. Also, we have the castle of the Black Wall, and it will be given to our Prince Aurion, and we will give it the Black Wall. He'll be the commander of the Black Wall. The Castle of the Blood Palace will be given to Prince Aemond. He's on a and the castle of Izulepsia, it would be given to Oris Arhon, also of the Empire. Well, we've done with the Old Volantis, and right now we'll give the lands of the Castle of New Palace and the Castle of the West Gates the next heirs. We will reward our sons. Veyran, he will get Castle of the New Palace. And let's see. And Baylor Ward Skull will give him the Castle of Westgate. Also, we have here Aniria, and it will be given to another lord, Rhaegar Red Skull. I know why our Dragonlord Valarr did give a big title to a bastard, but he wanted to reward everyone and to keep the heirs close to his capital, where he could see and keep an eye on the things, like not to have rivalries and things like this. So he'll be named as Lord of Disputed Lands here. On Illyria, the island of Illyria was first controlled by the dynasty Ilvar, and Malaymar gave the island to the Dragonlord, and he became Arahorn, or the Hand of the King, the Emperor later on. And well, he passed away, so his son now will hold back Illyria. As of Elos and Gozai, it will be held on by New Valyria, by the Emperor himself and the heirs. The island of Elos is the traditional, and the islands of Cedars are traditional heir titles. So the heir of the empire will get it usually. And let's give the lordship. Balansar, no. Well, let's reappoint now council. Chief General. It will be given to Baylor Red Skull. He's now the Chief General. He's also the Master of the Westgate. Yes, you'd ask why Maelor didn't get anything, because he's a child, and for the moment he does not need anything. Okay, let's see here. Oh yes, exactly, Maelis didn't get anything, because he's a rival of us, and he hates us. Mostly because his wife is our lover, but nonetheless, Emperor Valarr is likes women, a lot of them. That's why he has a lot of children. Prince Maegor of Roin. Oh, I also know the princess. So he's the Lord Paramount. And in honor that he, because he is a Dragonlord, we will give him a dragon pit. We will build a dragon pit for him. Shera with him? No. No. We will also colonize the Howling Bogs as the final part of our conquest here, of the remaining territories that can be colonized from Old Valyria. I'm curious if Lord Jaehaerys is having a son or something. No, he doesn't. Well, at least his His daughter has one son and one daughter. That's good for the Dragonlord, the blood of the dragon, the bloodline of Dragonlords of Old Valyria. Well, the map looks like a mess, but soon enough our Dragonlord will clear it for sure. The north is in danger of being conquered by the wildlings, as you see, but nonetheless it's their own armies that have to defeat them. For the crowning, we will establish a household guard, because now we have a big realm and we have to hold it, right? So this realm has, as a first degree, was to create a household guard and to give, of course, the captain of the household guard to someone suitable. Chief Architect, let's see, let's give it to this guy. Master of the Royal Elephants, to Pentos. And that's all of it, all of that. The Commander Aurion is also the designated regent, and also our Arahon is Prince Oris of Izulepsia. Also, we will build a temple. We do not have a temple, so we need to build one. And we will do same here, but we need more money. Well, this is the tale of Valarr Coheris conquering the new Valyrian Empire. And if Aurion would have been alive, this war would have been a bloodshed, dragon against dragon, tearing at each other, maybe even killing Valarax, maybe even wounding him, who knows. But for the moment we know that Valarax reigns supreme and he is the mightiest of the mightiest. Also 3 dragons are grown: Redwing, the dragon of Valerian, the handsome; Matarion, the dragon of Aurion, our designated regent. Demagon has grown also. The dragon of Aemond. Ariax is still a little dragon, same as Skydancer, Mir, Nightpire, Zobrigon, and Dracarix. A lot of dragons in our dynasty alone, but if you think, the Urnebars have also hatched 3 dragon eggs of Rovax, Zainor, the dragon of Aemond, Laraxis, the dragon of Vaermon Urnebar, his brother, I think, yes, his brother, and Prumiax, the dragon of Oris Urnebar, also the son of Aemond. Unfortunately, I see that Aemond had 2 children, 2 miscarriages, stillborns, and that's awful to see. Also, for the dragon Neltarion, we have Vhagar, hatched Rail Sonarian. Let's see if they have a dragon pit here. Yes, they have. I think they have also here, yes. And we also have a dragon pit here on Valyria. We are also building a dragon pit here on Aurion Manor, and also in the Golden Bridge, or no, the Northfields, for Lord Paramount Maegor and Prince of New Valyria. There are also other Dragonlords, like the Targaryen one. They have dragons, Urax, for example, Valerian, Princess Elena. Interesting, to be honest. All her children are basically of the Velaryon side, but Balerion is a big dread. Balerion is the only dragon that can rival Valorax, and who knows, we might see that in the future. But I don't know, to be honest. For some reason, the Balerion is at my court, I see. Yeah, in Volantis. Interesting to see that. Well, Dragon Lords, Dragon Ladies, Lords and Ladies, Commoners, Merchants, Soldiers, and Peasants. This was a tale of a new beginning for the Valyrian heritage. Valyrians beat back the doom, and they reconquered almost all of the daughters of Valyria. But now, the Dragonlord Emperor is the only one that can reign supreme and can bring balance and justice, peace and prosperity to New Valyria.